Hey, join my Discord, link in the description. And what a way to start off the episode, because now we have the Copa del Rey final against Atletico Madrid. This could be our chance to actually get some silverware finally. And a good start for us in the 4th minute. Okay Yakushlu receiving it from Sinisterra, now passes out wide to Nicola Pepe. Pepe crosses in for Bryce Mendes, and he misses it horribly. Atleti's turn on the ball this time, Ruben Neves to Jorginho. Jorginho now passes it back to Ruben Neves. Neves with some space, but then it is Senesi with a great block, but still they have it, and then finally, it's cleared out by Manu Sanchez. Attacking threat again from Atletico Madrid in the 16th minute. Ruben Neves as he tries the shots. It's a pretty simple one for Ruben Blanco. Vigo starting from the back. It's Eduardo Quaresma. Now to Yakushlu with plenty of space as Yakushlu with a fantastic through ball right to Nicola Pepe. Drops it right to Hwang Hee-chan. And Hwang Hee-chan continues his dominance in La Liga in Spain basically as he gets the first opening goal of the Copa del Rey final. And things are looking bright for us. Second half, Atleti constantly with the attacks and another unsuccessful attempt as now the counterattack can begin. The break starts. It's Hwang Hee-chan receiving a great ball from Luis Sinisterra. Can he beat that last defender? No, so he tries a shot from way out. It's a good save by Oblak. Starting from the back this time, it's Atletius. It's Oblak with the goal kick. It's flicked on to Cameo, and Cameo now just heads it right to Saponic. A link up there, and he's in behind the defense, and it's Ruben Blanco with a vital save to keep this one in our advantage. On the following corner though, it's whipped in by Thomas Lemar. It's Cameo on the end of it, and it's just over the bar. And then after that attack, it's Celta Vigo's turn to try and start up something. Manu Sanchez trusting the ball he plays to Luis Sinisterra. Just him, no one to catch up to him. He drives in across for Hwang Hee-chan, and Hwang Hee-chan has potentially ended it as now it is 2-0 to Celta Vigo at the Estadio Mestalla, and that would turn out to be the last goal of the match. We would go on to win our very first Copa del Rey final. So I kind of keep forgetting to show the starting 11 after the halfway point of the season, so we're a little bit late on this one, pretty much, you know, closing in on season 3, but it's alright, at least we're showing it now, right? Anyways, looking at the squad, we have Ruben Blanco between the sticks at an 83 rating. Our back four consists of Manu Sanchez at an 80 rating, Marco Senesi 84, who's already gone over his potential, Eduardo Quaresma still continuously growing at an 82, Alex Vigo now 79 rated. We have our sitting midfielders of Fran Beltran at an 83 rating and Okay Yakushlu at an 85. He has most definitely gone over his potential. With the wingers, we of course have Luis Sinisterra, who downgraded 1. He was 86, now 85 thanks to that injury. He will be back to an 86 without a doubt though. And then there's of course Nicola Pepe, 87 rated. You know what his potential is? 83. Yeah, I can very much say he's kind of gone over it a little bit. Bryce Mendes finishes off the midfield at an 84 rating, looking great as always. And then finally, to top off the squad, the one man who has finished quite literally everything that comes to him, it is Hwang Hee-chan at an 82 rating. This is where squad depth is tested because literally just a few days later, maybe 3 days, it is 6th place Eibar, and then just a couple more days after that, it is 8th place Sevilla. So this is going to be a real test. Eibar corner in the 18th minute, Kike with the header, Ruben Blanco to... What the little bit of trouble now as we are still winning the league right now, but of course if we drop points against Eibar, it closes down the gap. Now it's Nicola Pepe in the box, gets fouled in the box, and that's exactly what we needed. Nicola Pepe, can he bury this one? He does. Bottom right corner, it's just too simple for the Ivorian, and it is level here. Celeste is on the attack in the 56th minute. It's Bryce Mendes dribbling up as he passes it to Hwang Hee-chan. Now Hwang Hee-chan dribbles in some space, just nowhere to really shoot, so he links up with Manor Solomon, passes it right back to Hwang Hee-chan, no chance for the keeper, and we get ourselves the turnarounds and another 3 points. Looking at the table, it is not the end of the month, but there is a little bit of an alert at the top. Atletico Madrid beat Real Madrid 2-1, which just opens the gap for us. Look at that gap. We have a game in hand, and we are currently 4 points above 2nd place. So with a little bit more breathing space, we can kind of relax a little bit against Sevilla. Just a little bit, because they are 8th. I wouldn't really, take them nicely here. But either way, it was a great start right off the bat for Celta Vigo. Corenton Tolisso, great pass to Luis Sinisterra, who I really thought was offside, but then he drives it in for Hwang Hee-chan with a brilliant volley to bring us up 1-0 just like that. And then way later later in the 86th minute, it's the Celts with the attacking pressure again on Sevilla's defense. It's John Maqwell, passes it to Tolisso. Now Tolisso, seeing if he can bring in a little progressive ball, right to Renato Tapia that is, as Sinistera hops over it as a dummy and gives Renato Tapia, one of the fan favorites currently in this series, a goal in this season. And we win 2-0, and we are now 7 points above second place. Champions League semi-finals, and we draw Borussia Dortmund. That's going to be a very interesting matchup. We have plenty of great stars, but also Dortmund too. They never sold Erling Haaland or even Jadon Sancho, where usually he always gets sold. So this is going to be very interesting because I feel like both teams have a 50-50 chance of possibly advancing to the final. And we start off the first leg at the Signal Iduna Park, or the BVB Stadion Dortmund, as they like to call it in the game. Break for Celta Vigo in the 15th minute. It's going to be the way we always attack in the Champions League, just counterattack after counterattack, but it seems to work. It's Nicola Pepe running towards the byline, cuts inside a little bit, tries a ball roll to fool the defender, then just tries one from way out himself. It was a pretty simple save by Robin Berkey. But now the lightning speeding attack of Dortmund starting up in the 24th minute. Emre Can to Rafael Guerrero. Uh-oh. Dortmund not letting off the gas pedal now though. It's Jadon Sancho outside the box, uses some footwork, back pass to Emre Can. Now Emre Can advances forward, tries a shot, but it's a good block. Bombarding us again, the Celta Vigo defense showing their weakness. It's Haaland holding it up. Now it's a really bad mistake by the defense, leaves it to Dortmund again, and it's Emre Can who has been dominating for Dortmund as he tries another shot, and again Ruben Blanco is there for us. Vigo just not able to get anything. Dortmund closed shop on us, and it was just very, very concerning, especially with how many attacks Dortmund had, but an opportunity let loose for Sinistera as he shoots it right at the keeper. 5 minutes remaining, Dortmund seeking that second goal just to end it off more in their favor. It's a 2-on-1. Jadon Sancho, Delaney, and Delaney just decides to hold up. He could have absolutely advanced forward and scored, but he didn't, and now it's just him holding onto it outside the box, passes it back to Emre Can. Now Emre Can trying to go forward, but he's tackled by Beltran. At the end of the first leg, we just hold up for a 1-0 loss, so there is still very much a chance for us to come back in the second leg. 17th place, Deportivo Alaves. We play a semi-weaker side as we want to save all the energy we can for the second leg against Dortmund in basically a few days later. And now Hugo Mayo gets fouled right off the bat. It's a great start for us if we can convert this. Nicola Pepe going for the signature bottom right corner, and it blazes into the net. 1-0 to Celta Vigo, just like that. Now just a couple minutes later, Celta Vigo advance forward. It's now Hwang Hee-chan holding it up. Great ball to Manor Solomon, and Solomon first time finish, and he finds the back of the net. Alaves trying to start up something, but then Manor Solomon dispossesses the man, and now run towards the byline as he goes into the box, drops it right to Hwang Hee-chan, who leaves it off to Nicola Pepe, and Pepe blazes that one into the net as well. It's 3-0 after just 36 minutes. This is the Celta Vigo side that was the most successful, and we're even playing a more backup team, as it's now Tolisso getting the ball back, and he slides it past the keeper easily enough. And the cap off a brilliant performance by the Galicians is now Conrad de la Fuente to Tolisso. Tolisso leaving out for Nacho Martin, and Nacho Martin crossing it in for an isolated Iker Losada, who gets himself another goal in La Liga. He is, just like I said before, replenished his career, and we win 5-0, another 3 points, and we get just that bit closer to even the La Liga title now. Leg 2 at the Balaidos versus Dortmund. 1-0 down on aggregate. Let's get it. And we go full guns blazing. We really didn't need to go guns blazing in just the second minute. It's just one goal, by the way, but nonetheless, Fran Beltran, strong ball. It's fumbled by the Dortmund defense, and now it's Hwang Hee-chan it falls to, and already, after just 3 minutes played, Hwang Hee-chan near post finish. It's a brilliant one, clutch one indeed. We have a 1-0 lead against Dortmund, and now the aggregate is level. But Afuteza, the act of going through something without the fear of the dangers ahead, and now it is a counterattack for Celta Vigo. All we do is look ahead, and it's Bryce Mendes now, linking up with Luis Sinistera. Sinistera with so much room to run into, it's just too simple for him, as it's saved by the keeper nonetheless. Never mind, it's not that simple. Goal kick for Roman Berkey as he lobs it all the way up. It's flicked on by a header to Haaland, and Haaland just free on goal. Lucky there for us as he's offside. Marching forward repeatedly, it is Dortmund towards our goal, but it's a great tackle by the Celta Vigo midfield, and now a counterattack can begin, and look at all the space Nicola Pepe can run into as he drops it to Bryce Mendes, all the defenders chasing him, and Bryce Mendes gives us a 2-0 lead, and more so, we are now ahead of Dortmund in the tie. Things are looking very up for us, but it is not over just yet. You might be asking yourself, what is going on? How could this even be possible? Just don't ask questions yet, because Dortmund still have attacks. Jadon Sancho heading it up, but it's dealt with by the defense. Angry German kid would be proud, because these men are all very angry and are hungry for a goal. Julian Brandt now, as he runs towards the box, he's tackled and it falls to Delaney. Now Delaney to Haaland. Haaland back to Delaney as they link up, now to Emre Can. Emre Can just nowhere to go as he's closed down Jadon Sancho, now to Haaland. Now Julian Brandt tries to flick to Haaland, goes to Brandt now, and now Brandt to Haaland again. Haaland making a mistake with the touch, and we get very lucky there. Jesus Christ. Dortmund with the Arsenal approach, as they really haven't had many shots, really haven't had a single shot, but they've had all of the ball. Constant pressure with the passing, but Celta Vigo's defense holds strong, and now a break. This could be it. Celta Vigo could very much end it right here. It's that man Nicola Pepe, the man we want on the ball this late on. With him versus the keeper, he crossed it in instead for Bryce Mendes, who whiffs the ball, and now Luis Sinisterra with the shot. It's blocked, and luckily enough, just 1 minute of added time, and that's it. It's done. We've done it. We've somehow advanced to the final of the Champions League in our very first season. This team may be stronger than it actually looks on paper, and we've done it again. We are the underdogs. Afuteza runs through our veins, and like I said before, we're into the final somehow. We can breathe a little bit more. Take a little deep breath, because now we're into the month of May. We have a pretty comfortable lead when it comes to the La Liga title, as we are 8 points clear of Atletico Madrid, who are second place currently. Next up, Sporting Gijón. We're currently 18th place. A draw wins the league, according to the commentators. Gijón trying to ruin the party early on. It's Aidogdu passing it to Garcia, linking up again with Aidogdu, now to Kumic. Kumic to Garcia. It's just too simple. They bisect through the defense like nothing, and Gijón have a 1-0 lead. I just love to make this more difficult for myself, don't I? But have no fear, because Nicola Pepe is here arriving on the scene. It's Yakuslu now. Hwang Hee-chan. Hwang Hee-chan, great through ball to Nicola Pepe, and Nicola Pepe beats the defender, beats the keeper, and we have ourselves the equalizer. And would that be enough for the league title? No. Don't listen to the commentators, because they don't apparently know how to do math, because we still have to get one more result if we want to win the league. This game is actually so dumb. You wonder why I want to transition to something else so quickly. Alright, this is the one. 15th place, Espanyol. Any results will give us the league title. Okay? Alright? Alright. Corner in the 14th minute. It'd be a good start if we could get something out of this. And it's Toruna Riga, our new center back signing, giving us the lead after just 14 minutes. It's a fun fact now that every single signing we've made has scored a goal, and it's only been less than 6 months. But you really thought it was that simple? Of course not. We always have to make it harder for ourselves. And Barbia, now to Campuzano, turns the defender, turns actually 2 defenders, fools them brilliantly, and finds the back of the net. 40 minutes played, it's 1-1. Now, in all fairness, this was the match where I thought, well, you know, we don't really have to take it too seriously because we already won the league. Silly me. But nonetheless, though, charging on the counter-attack is now Manor Solomon, receiving a great ball from Dennis Suarez, and Manor Solomon squares it to Iker Losada. Slow and steady that ball went, but nonetheless, it's still in the net, and Iker Losada, a Cinderella story of its own, wins us the league title.
And the referee has blown for full time. It's official now. The champions have been crowned.
Absolutely top of the pile. That's all you can do when you start off pre-season. You see this moment in your mind's eye. They've got their brilliant season. It really has been.
Their goal to be the best team in the league, and they've hit the target.
Well, Derek, there'll be definitely times this season where the form has dropped. We've had injuries, etc. Almost seems like a pipe dream to look at these moments now, but they'll celebrate long into the night, I'm sure.
Well, memories for players in these situations, Lee.
Well, it's always nice to win any trophy, cup competitions, but when you win your own domestic league, that to me is the pinnacle of being a player.
Yeah, the table does not lie. And so, the league champions.
Yeah, brilliant. They deserve it. They really have been the best team this season. And that's where you end up, top of the pile.
And not by accident either. All part of the master plan. And the trophy is theirs.
Well, this is the best moment for me, sharing things with the fans. They've deserved everything they've got this season. The players have, but certainly the supporters. They've given the players absolutely 100% support all season, and this is their reward.
Really a match made in heaven between players and fans. And these celebrations are going to continue for quite some time.
Well, to win any league, Derek, you have to have consistency, you have to be dynamic, demanding of your teammates. They've been all that and more. Congratulations.
Would certainly echo those sentiments, Lee. You are looking at the league champions.
And just to confirm it, we get ourselves 3 points, and that means the lead is absolutely impossible to break now. Atleti have no chance, and we have officially won the league. Isn't it beautiful? 4th place Villarreal, a match that really doesn't matter too much. Even though it doesn't really matter too much, we still had our attacks though. Nicola Pepe, that man on the right flank, passing it to that man, that man, Hwang Hee-chan, running away from the defense, and then he leaves it to Bryce Mendes. Mendes with a great turn, and that is a brilliant finish. The Spaniard gives us the 1-0 lead right before halftime. And then second half, just early on, it's Hwang Hee-chan holding it up, passes it to Bryce Mendes. Mendes then linking up again with Hwang Hee-chan. It is that man. Will he finish it? Of course he will. Hwang Hee-chan gets himself another goal, and we win 2-0. Last La Liga match of the series. It is Leganes, who are currently 20th place. So we're going to have a field day with this team, basically. And early on, it's Nicola Pepe pressuring a defender. He gets the ball from him, and now he just runs across the pitch, finds a lovely pass to Bryce Mendes, and Mendes, a simple finish. The Spaniard, in 2 consecutive matches, gets himself the opening goal, and it's 1-0 to Celta Vigo. Just like that. Now Leganes, though, with an opportunity, it's Cosiello as he passes it to Hernandez. Hernandez's pass is blocked by Hwang Hee-chan, and then the defender just slips. It's Hwang Hee-chan free on goal. The defender tries to chase him. It's too late, though, and that man, Hwang Hee-chan, gets himself like his 35th, 36th goal. I don't even know anymore. Not done there just yet, though. We want to get a few more goals before we go off to the final. It's Nicola Pepe receiving a great ball from Corentin Tolisso. Nicola Pepe, fake shot around one defender, tries a shot. It's saved, but then Iker Losada off the rebound. It just had to be Iker Losada in the right place at the right time, and the lead just grows and grows and grows. But like I said, field day. Manor Solomon gets away from his defender, passes it to Tolisso. It's just too simple for him. A 4-0 win to end off the last La Liga season in this series. Final look at the table, and we win the league by 8 points. 99 points well earned. 32 wins, 3 draws, and only just 3 losses with a goal differential of 63, the best in the league. To round off the top 6 though, it's Atleti in 2nd, then Real Madrid in 3rd, 4th was Barcelona. They finally climbed up to the Champions League positions. It took them long enough. And then there's Villarreal 5th, Real Sociedad in 6th. In the Super Copa, the match actually crashed after we saw Real Betis lift up the trophy, so I had to re-sim the match. We did lose, I believe, 2-1 actually, but since I had to re-sim it, we lost 4-2 instead. But that doesn't matter though, because next up was the Copa del Rey, which we won 2-0 against Atletico Madrid. In the Europa League final, it will be AS Roma versus AC Milan, and yes, it's beautiful just seeing the Roma badge, isn't it? And before we get into the Champions League matchup, which actually we won't show until the very end, here are the top scorers. I was pretty close with the estimate. Hwang Hee-chan actually had 35 goals in 34 matches. Incredible numbers. Right behind him, not really right behind him, quite far behind him, is Eden Hazard with 22 goals, and then finally João Felix with 21. Assists. We dominated this. We absolutely dominated this category. Bryce Mendes with 17 assists. I honestly thought this man was gonna maybe start to show a little bit of stagnation, but he just kept going and going and going. It does not stop with this man. He is so perfect for the role he plays. Anyways, enough of sucking him off. There is also Hwang Hee-chan, who had 13 assists. Luis Sinisterra, who only played 24 matches thanks to that injury, had 11 assists. He was actually the top assister basically through 3/4 of the season until Bryce Mendes just popped off. On the clean sheets, a closer race between clubs. Ruben Blanco just edged out Oblak with 15 clean sheets in 38 matches. Then of course there's Oblak with 14, and then finally Courtois with 13. In the Champions League, there's a tie. There's actually a three-way tie between Werner, Hwang Hee-chan, and Rossi with 8 goals. Assists, it's Bryce Mendes again, 6 and 11. You love to see it. Besides him though, not really anyone else from our side, but then there's Sterling in second with 5, and then Havertz with 5. And again with the clean sheets, Ruben Blanco, which I feel like really shouldn't take any of the credit. It's honestly the defensive four, actually the full defensive four. They really work like a system. Manu Sanchez, Eduardo Quaresma, Marco Senesi, and finally Alex Vigo. And now, you know, this is the time. It's my favorite part of the entire series. I love editing this. Let's get into it, shall we? Hwang Hee-chan with a whopping 47 goals and 17 assists in 51 appearances. Need I say anything more? Then there's Nicolas Pepe, who didn't have particularly the season he had last season, but that doesn't matter. Still a very solid season. 23 goals and 14 assists. 14 goals in La Liga and 5 in the Champions League. Bryce Mendes with numbers that are just incredible to look at. He was just one off 20 goals this season, and he also had 27 assists along with that. A fantastic player this season. Iker Losada. We relied on 2 strikers mainly, Hwang Hee-chan and Iker Losada. Hwang Hee-chan was more of the less risky player, but then Iker Losada off the bench, I mean, I'm sure a lot of people questioned it, but nonetheless, all the questions have been answered right there. Luis Sinisterra, a little bit disappointing, but I can't even say disappointing because he still had 9 goals and 15 assists, and not to mention, you know, he was out for 3 months. Manor Solomon, our January signing, and he was a top signing. 7 goals and 5 assists in total between 2 clubs. But don't forget about that one Champions League goal, which was actually the winner against Juventus. That will be going down in club history, I'll tell you that. Denis Suarez, not exactly the impact player that I thought he'd be last season, but still 4 goals, 7 assists. Corentin Tolisso, yeah, he's alright. 3 goals, 1 assist, and 18 appearances. Okay Kushlu, who's farther down the list because we're kind of sorting this out on top scorers. But don't look at it on the surface level because Okay Kushlu, man. So good. 85 rated, the best sitting midfielder in this team. He also had 10 assists to go along there. Fran Beltran, his partner in crime. He's basically, like I said before, the Spanish N'Golo Kanté, and it proves week in, week out. Renato Tapia, a fan favorite amongst a lot of Celta Vigo supporters. 2 goals, 4 assists. He still had 24 appearances, most of them coming off the bench, and, you know, decent numbers. Conrad de la Fuente, yeah, you know, for a 71 rated player, you can't really add too much pressure on the guy because, like I said before, 71 rated. John Moncayola, who I thought didn't have the best season last year, for some reason just decided to pop off a little bit. I wouldn't say he was our star player by any means necessary, but he was probably one of the best players coming off the bench. He grew 3 ratings overall, and a lot of clubs wanted to come in for him. Ruben Blanco, there's, you know, 25 clean sheets and 61 appearances. Like I said before, like goalkeepers, you just can't really say much about them because they suck this year. Then we have Alex Vigo, a man who, you know, lives, breathes, and dies Vigo, but a pretty good season for him. I mean, he grew 2 ratings overall, and he had 1 assist, and overall, very good defensively. Eduardo Quaresma, like I said before, last season wasn't that great. This season, much better. It really goes to show that you need a defensive duo when it comes to football nowadays. Marco Senesi, who I really thought wasn't going to do that much, did a lot. grew 4 ratings overall. His potential's 83, by the way. So that's just really saying something. Trust in Manu. You gotta also understand, this man went over 5 ratings this season. 81 rated. Not to mention, of course, you have the sharpness that even boosts that up more. So he's probably at like an 85 or an 86 actually right now. Jordan Torunariga. Not many games, but he's still impressed a bit. 3 clean sheets. Joseph Aidu, another player, which we kind of neglected a little bit. Just 14 appearances and 4 clean sheets. Nicholas Nkulu, a player that after that Getafe match, I never wanted to use ever again. He's just too short, man. Way too short. Nacho Martin, in his very first official season for the club, went up to a 73 rating, looked very good, and I mean, it's unfortunate we won't be able to see more of him because I really thought he could be one for the future. Hugo Mayo, a club captain, or former club captain. He just gets old, you know, it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. He had 20 appearances though, and 1 assist as well, and this is the one that everyone is going to be very, very disappointed about because we won't be able to use this guy. We only ever saw this man play once, and he impressed at a 69 rating. So just imagine the incredible things this man could do. 18 years old, already 75 rated. He grew 7 ratings. 7. And now we look at the squad, and you might be thinking to yourself, Maxwell, how the hell did a team like this make it into the finals of the Champions League? Well, first off, 1, the game is terrible, and every single big club, especially in the Champions League for some reason, because I feel like the Europa League is actually harder than the Champions League. Just the bigger teams don't feel like bigger teams at times. It annoys the hell out of me. There is a little bit of credit to the team itself because yes, although their ratings look like 82, 80, 81, some of them may not look like Champions League tier players. Look at the sharpness ratings. Hwang Hee-chan may look like an 82, but assuming I'm right here, he's actually 87. That's same with Manu Sanchez here, 85. Quaresma is actually 87 as well. Vigo, 85. I could be wrong with this, but I think I'm getting to something at least. What was our top 3, Maxwell? Well, that's a good question, Maxwell. I think probably 3rd place would have to be Marco Senesi, because without his defensive contributions, we would be nowhere near the position we are right now. 2nd place would probably have to be Nicola Pepe. He was, of course, not as good as last season, but still a fantastic player. And then, of course, 1st place. I mean, without a doubt, it had to be our top scorer. 47 goals, man. 47. Incredible. Hwang Hee-chan is cracked in this game. That is the squad. It's a great squad, but is it enough to beat the finalists? Well, who are the finalists? Funny you may ask, because it's Barcelona, the team that finished 4th in the La Liga, the team that actually struggled pretty much all season long in 6th place we are facing in the final. But again, like I said before, we do not doubt this team, especially since we actually lost against them away from home this season. There's a fun fact here. We have actually never beaten this team away from home. Now, not saying that we are away from home, but knowing how this game's AI will play out, it does show us as the away team. Remember, this is how it always goes. We have 1 chance at the Champions League title, that's it. Once we reach the final, we either win or we lose. It doesn't matter what the result is, the series ends. The plan is, unless something happens, which I don't think anything will happen, is that the series finale is released on March 27th, 2020, Saturday, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 2 p.m. British Standard Time, unless it's actually 1 p.m. I don't know. Time zones change, yada yada yada. Either way though, it should be exciting. I'm excited for this final. I was not expecting, again, like I said before, for Celta Vigo's series to end off in Season 3, but here we are, and it kind of actually saves me some time for the Road to Glory series, but we'll get to that when we get to that. Nonetheless though, thank you again for watching this, and thank you again for just watching this entire series if you're still watching this video, and I will see you in the series finale.
We really like him. Y'all go as fast. Y'all go as fast. We really like